Somewhat sketchy start. Almost drove through a burn pile. But we're on a rescue mission today. Tavit came down to help out. We got the little X, and we're hoping to drag a very expensive mulcher that broke down on its first job, and it's been parked here for about 6 months. So it's, long story short, it only has one track that works. The other one's dead. We're gonna pull the gear out, or the axle, and try to drag it up the hill under one track power and use the little X to get it up here, winch it on the trailer, and haul it back to the house so we can work on it there, because it's not a very convenient location that it's parked in.
I don't even know what's going on. I'm just here for the entertainment and holding the camera.
Okay, here's the situation. The RT200 mulcher had some kind of low voltage electrical issue, started acting up. The machine ultimately died. We jump started it, figured out the electrical issue, got it charging again, and go to use the machine, and the right side track is completely dead. There's something not correct with electronics, we assume, so we pulled out the axle and final drive, so technically the right track should be in neutral. So we're going to try and steer it up the hill with the Mini, which weighs about 12,000 pounds, and the mulcher is close to 23,000 pounds. I'm just trying in the beginning, grabbing the push bar with the grapple to see if this is a feasible option, just to steer it, and if this doesn't work, we have other options we'll try.
Forward! Yeah. Oh, very undersized excavator for this thing.
So the last couple tugs that I gave with the Mini, I noticed the right track wasn't really free spinning like it should be, considering that supposedly the axle is removed from the planetary. It should be in complete dead neutral, so I wanted to hop out and double check with Haas to make sure, in fact, that the axle was removed and no plans had changed. I simply just showed up with the Mini, to help assist this machine to get off this job and get it out of here so we get it fixed and start making some money with it, because it has been down for so long. So hopped out, I talked to him and he said, yeah, it's removed. So I'm thinking, well, maybe there's some rocks or something in the right track, because it seems to be binding up and pulling to the right hand side. So I'm going to check it on the back side, and I decided I'm going to hook a chain to it now and maybe get the better leverage and get it over this hump. Maybe a rock or something's holding me back.
Mickey Mouse ain't got going on over here.
Got killed for a freaking pair of pliers right now. Thought he was going to drive his truck down with a chain, but
Yep.
I only got the stuff from carrying down the machine. I only got one hook on each end of these.
No 80 or a big old wheel loader.
I think this thing's got plenty of power to move it, but I don't have the reach, so.
Well, it doesn't help that you're going up a damn hill too. Not just flat ground in it. That right track keeps on locking up here and there.
There, now you got nothing else to hang up in there.
That we know of.
What else is there? There's no more planetary.
I'm sorry, everybody, but you're not old enough to hear the heated conversation that took part right now in the video. But basically, if you have a machine that has a dead track that is frozen, the only way to get that thing to move is to open up the planetary, remove that cap, which is part of the final drive system. There's gearing on that cap. You open it up, you remove the axle, and then you have a neutral transmission for your final drive. If you remove any more of the gears, then you must remove all of the gearing. And yeah, that was not the case. So if you have an open void, gears will tend to walk, gears will tend to bind up because they're not in their proper spot, and you will have destruction inside the final drive. Just know that it was a very healthy mistake financially that just happened, and the final drive took a little bit of a heater. But now we have it in 100% full neutral on the final drive, so it should go up the hill a lot easier because it's not binding up on the right side.
All right, we took out the rest of the gear sets, and we're back at it. Get this thing pulled out of here. Hopefully the track will stop actually locking up. Maybe.
Oh! Let's move it! Take out those other gears in the planetary when you... Oh my gosh. Sometimes people don't make the best decisions. You're just supposed to pull out the axle, leave everything else in, but if you take one out, they start to domino and tip over and to get all screwed. And that's what happened in our case here.
Woo, it's a big rock right underneath them. Jesus, man. I think you just get... I don't know. That's been better. There it is. You see that rock? Right there? There you go. Leverage. Just rotate it. Oh baby, out of the forest, on the road. Hold up. Yep. That ingenuity right there, boys. Be whipping that chain up. If I was further underneath it. Yeah, boy.
Film that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think I did. I got so much stuff in my shoes.
Cowboy boots. And that's like, my socks are all the way brown.
Yeah, that's what happens. Get it hard. I would have said something like, damn. You gonna back up or? Yeah.
coming. He's coming. Kind of close, huh?
That's. I think by the time it starts ramping up, it's going to turn itself the rest of the way.
See what it starts to do
Yeah.
with the winch on it.
Self off. Maybe not.
Passenger side kind of seat, there's a little snatch block.
Yep. Two of them.
I've left it at home before, so.
One for in, one for out. Phrasing. 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 Oh, tangled up. What the? Hair? None of it.
Trying to pitch out circuit breaker thing, we might have to jump over the screwdriver. Give her. Well, this has got to be one of the more sketchy things that we've ever done. The right side track is dead. You can gather that by now. So, have the winch, snatch block, trying to maintain that side. Huh? Hang on, I'll get a screwdriver. So, yeah, sketchy.
No, you're good. Give me the juice.
Click, click, click. Keep coming a little bit.
Put on that side and twist them back. I think I need a bigger snatch block there, bud.
Hey, it fucking did it, didn't it? It did. It just rated for. Oh, this is now. Here goes my board. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Right. Get you another stuff.
4,000 pound snatch block. What is it really?
10,000 pounds, all right.
What, 7,000?
10,000.
10,000 on a good day. Well, you see that? That's rated for 5 pounds. Oh my God, we made it. Wow. I think that's good. Shite.
Man.
All right, let's strap this sucker down.
Degrees towing that big bird. You guys don't know that machine's around 23,000 pounds. Got my 30K trailer, so we're rated for it. Even though this trailer's not nearly as tough as the other one. But the engine temp's actually getting up to 214. Had a guy tell me my temperature thing was wrong because 212 is boiling.
Okay.
Yeah. It doesn't count when it's compressed.
And he passed high school.
Yeah. Yeah, that was definitely a good way to kill an afternoon, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I'm happy that it's not in that hole anymore. It's been sitting there for 4 or 5 months, I forget how long. It's been quite the fiasco. Print off. First job, she failed on us, so hopefully they get it fixed at the house. And yeah, the planetary's destroyed now because somebody didn't put everything back in it. Yeah, anyway. We'll get her unloaded.
Oh, Jesus. That's good. That's good. Nobody saw that. We're good. Yeah. Just a little bit of asphalt. Oh, that's sticky. It's pretty low. That'll work. No idea.
Does that work? Check see if it works.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here goes nothing. I'm gonna keep the winch on it just so it can cam over, and then we're just gonna let it run. Easy, easy. Let a bunch of slack, because he's still going straight. Hang on.
Here. Frickin'.
Keep going. Stop. You tilt him with the winch. I don't know if he stopped or if he's not even listening. Yeah, if you say so. It's getting weird. Hang on. Kind of want to just undo it and let him run.
All right. Sure?
I don't know.
He's not going to catch up with one side or the other.
Just got weird when he slid there a little bit. I don't think that Diamond C wood deck would have been nice. Yeah. She would have been he pretty much got her made.
There you go.
Why do you even have a winch?
No idea. This they look cool. Oh, you're leaking something over there. A little bit. Yeah.
Alright, that's a success.
Yay.
Thanks for watching. Now we're gonna go get the little guy. This video's officially over. I don't know. I'm not very happy with that machine, so. I guess moral of the story is, I say it every time, but I never listen to my own advice. If you don't like the person you're buying it from, if they give you any kind of a weird shredded doubt, don't buy that crap from them, because they're gonna be. They'll send you some junk. $100,000 junk. Boys, I don't know how we end up in these situations. It just misfortune sometimes. But what had happened, the machine was running fine the night before. Go to use it the next day, the controls started acting up because they're all electronic controls. So if you got low voltage, it will cause that issue. Come to find out, the alternator was not charging. Either the machine died or we shut it off, but when we went to fire back up, the batteries were just gone. Found out there was a circuit breaker that had either been tripped or bumped and it was disconnected, so the alternator was no longer charging. Tripped that back on, jump started the machine with a 24-volt jumper and fired right back up. Everything was working good, motor turned on, head moved up and down like it should, went to track forward, the right track was just frozen, and it's been that way for months. We've spent days trying to diagnose this thing. We've pulled the planetary apart, pulled the final, pulled the motor for the final out of it, tore it apart to make sure there was nothing wrong with that hydraulic motor, and ran all the tests on the ports. It's got to be something electrical because the low voltage caused some kind of weird thing to happen. We got a short, something got fried, joysticks no longer good. We don't know. We've had the guys from Printout from Oregon to come down and try to help us out. The machine was at a part at that time. They needed to run it to run the test. So now that it's at the house, we can run further tests and hopefully figure this out. The story with the machine, bought it out of New York, sight unseen, got some videos and stuff about it. For the price in dollar amount, it's very expensive, but for the machine and production value that it has when it's actually working, it was a pretty good deal. And up until the low voltage issue, it was on the up and up, and it was actually kind of being a little bit being a hoss of a mulcher. And people that have been asking about it, literally the machine has been on that site for months and months. So it has not moved. It's done a couple donuts, and it is quite a relief to have that thing out of there. The video does not do justice on how steep that hill is. Yeah. So credit to the little Mini for pulling that thing out of there once we realized that the final drive had a couple too many gears in it that shouldn't have been in there. And once they stacked up, things got weird inside that final, and man, that was a poor mistake on our end. So I try to share some light on some stuff hopefully is a good idea for business stuff or just good business practice, but every once in a while it seems like we've been making more and more mistakes on buying stuff sight unseen or Craigslist. So I think we're gonna have to back that down. Even if you buy something new, chances are you might have a problem with it. But if you had something like this happen, comment below your sketchy horror stories, recovering machine, or whatever it was. I like reading the comments, seeing what you guys have done. But like the video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Stay safe.